A warm welcome to this channel, Mind Wellness Every Day. Hello friends, I'm Priyanka, and as a life coach, here I am to help you invite lots and lots of happiness into your life, to help you discover the factory of happiness which is within your own minds. So to bring happiness into your life and to discover the ways of bringing it, do subscribe to this channel and keep watching the upcoming videos. So today we are going to talk about money and happiness. I'm going to start this video with a question. Do you feel happy when you earn money? The answer I think most of you will give is yes, we do feel happy when we earn money. Because what are we doing is we are imagining things that we could buy with that money. That could be various things, right? It could be anything in our life. It could be basic necessities, it could be luxuries, it could be something for a family, it could be something we can give away as a donation so that somebody benefits. So the reasons could be anything, but yes, when we earn money, we do feel happy. We have often been, you can say, in situations, and we often keep hearing about things like money does not bring happiness, money is not everything in life, and so on. Yet, everyone today is behind earning money. A daily wage earner may want to earn money and probably get a fixed job. A person who is doing a clerical activity may want to start his own business, and so he needs money. A businessman may want to make his business bigger, and so he may need money. A person who wants to run his household and give good benefits to his family may need money, right? So earning money and satisfying the needs and the necessities with that money is something which is a normal and usual part of our day-to-day activity. Well, the problem is not money itself. The problem is not earning or working hard for the sake of money. The problem is we don't know where to stop or where to probably, you can say, keep money as a secondary aspect of our life and put other things into a primary zone. So there all the problems start, and there all the unhappiness starts coming in our life. Look at this chart now. If you see the 3 stages of our life which is aptly given, there's something which I saw on the internet the other day, and this is really appealing. Look at the 3 stages of our life: childhood, middle age, and old age. Very clearly and very correctly said that in childhood we have time and energy, but we don't have money. In the middle age, we have money and energy, but we don't have time. And in old age, we have both money and time, but we don't have energy. So with this, you can see that life is pretty tricky, isn't it? So it gives you some things at one stage, whereas you don't have the other thing, which is actually very necessary. Now, if you look at the central part or the middle age of us, which is, you can say, the most happening part of our life, because we are well set. We have, you can say, most of the aspects of our life where we call a settled life are already there. And now we need to think about the time aspect. If we have time, we will be able to enjoy the, you can say, the money that we have actually earned. We will have the time, we will have the energy to enjoy the things that we like. We can pursue our passions, we can spend more time with our family, we can have more enjoyable activities if at all we are able to manage the aspect of time. See, in the old age, the only motive for a person could be survival, right? You're just surviving in that particular time period, because that time period is such that you don't have the energy to do a lot of activities. You do have money, you do have time, but you don't have energy. So the focus could be spending all the available resource of energy towards survival, right? Whereas in the middle age, you have a lot of energy, you have a lot of money which is required, and if you use the time properly, you could actually land up creating beautiful memories which can help you in your retirement. Saving, planning is necessary, but excessive earning of money is an issue. So we come to the question now, a very important question which we need to answer, and we need to answer it quite soon in our life before it is too late. And that question we need to answer is, how much money do I need? In my financial consultancy sessions, I have often asked people two questions. I asked them, do you want money? The prompt answer is yes, I want money. Second question I ask is, what is the sufficient amount of money that you need for your life? This question becomes a little tricky, and very few people are really able to answer this properly. Often what happens is, this is a tricky question because you have never even thought about it. You just get into a profession or you get into some employment and you're just earning money, and you're in like a mechanized mode that, okay, I have a life and I have to work on this job and I earn money. I want to keep progressing in this job. I want to keep earning more and more money. That is how it works. We never even think about it, whether this particular profession, this particular activity which we are doing is giving us happiness, is something which we really want to do in our life. There are many people I have seen who have sacrificed their entire happiness for just the sake of earning more and more money. And who are you earning this money for? Yes, a settled life is necessary, a life which will give you all the basic necessities satisfied, the basic, you could say, even luxuries these days that we need. You also need money for your family, you need money for their survival ahead. Agree to all this. But sometimes beyond this also, we are still in the race of money without even realizing that we are sacrificing the most precious part of our life and the most amazing part of our life for earning money. We forget that we are having a limited time on this earth, and we need to utilize the time not just for making money, not just for, you can say, retiring 10 years, you can say probably retiring and having a big chunk of money in your bank account, which you have to just look at till you die probably. So you have nothing to do with it. You don't enjoy that money. At the end, when the life ends or you're at the last final stage of your life, you're just thinking, what did I do? I could not even enjoy the basic things which I love to do, or which would have given me more happiness, more satisfaction towards my life. This is something which is truly going wrong in our lives, and we need to think about this before it is too late. I know a person who loves photography and always wanted to pursue this because it gave him happiness. He had dreams like, I want to go to the wild, I want to capture photographs of animals, I want to have landscape photography, I want to start my own probably small business in that. So he had quite a lot of dreams like this. In the few years passed in his life and he retired, he said, now is the time I can pursue my hobby. So he bought a pricey DSLR because yes, money was there. So a pricey DSLR was bought. He went on a trip, spent a lot of money on that trip. But what happened? When he was holding the camera in his hand, he did not have even the strength to hold it. He did not have the, you can say, the energy to stand in that sun and in that wild atmosphere for even an hour. Forget about photographing the wild animals and pursuing his hobby. So he tried a few times and he just quit after 1 or 2 trips. And then he was like regretting, I should have done this earlier in my life. I could have taken 8 to 10 days of a year and done this. So he started regretting it in his old age. There was another career woman who had no need to actually work so hard to keep earning money and spend no time with family. But what happened was that in her middle age, she spent the whole time period in just going behind the career, did not have time for her children, her family. She was continuously engrossed in hard work and making a career. In the end, again the same thing happened. After she probably crossed her 50s, her children had grown up and they were used to her habit of focusing on the career. So they too had made their own you can say lifestyle, they too had started becoming engrossed in their own activities. And slowly what happened is she realized that the time had already gone when she should have spent more time with her children, and which could have brought probably happiness to her and her family. So this regret remained with her for a very long time, and she was all the time saying that I should have spent more time with them. So what happens is, in that time period of the middle age, or even in our young age, we don't realize that we are running behind something which is not giving us true happiness. Happiness does come with money, but to a limited extent. I'm not going to deny the fact, being in the financial consultancies field, I will not deny the fact that money is important. Money does give you a better lifestyle, it gives you a better living, but it will not give you life. If you want to have life in your existence, then you will have to rethink how you're earning money, how much you're earning money, and whether that money is adding value to your life, not to your existence. The more earlier you ask this question to yourself in life, the better it is. So those people who are in their 20s and who are just going for a career now, do think on this before you even start with your life journey. So how much money do I need in my life is to be answered. So as a life coach, I am here to guide you on this journey towards understanding how much money do you need. So first thing that you can do is make a wish list. Very important. A broad wish list. Don't go into much details, but just a broad wish list. Like, I'll give you an example. A person who has just graduated and wants to start with a career may make a wish list like this. 2 years, I will go for an MBA course. After that, I will go for a job for another 2 years. And after that, I plan to start my own business. Okay, one thing in your wish list. Second part of the wish list could be like, I love to travel. So I am going to see at least 15 countries in my lifetime and at least 15 destinations within my own country, India. Third part of your wish list is, I want to get married and I want kids or a kid, whatever it may be. Fourth part of your wish list could be, I want to have a nice, warm, cozy home of my own in a particular area. I want a car in front of that home. I love to read, so I want a few books on my shelf, and I will keep adding this in my lifetime as a library. This is a very broad wish list, and an example I have given you of a wish list. You could make your own. The second point that you can note is, you will have to decide on a lifestyle that you want. Now, there are people who may want, like, it may be a dream for them to have a specific car. Yes, for them that is something which is a dream. It's not done for somebody else. It is their own life dream. So this is something which you have to note in the very early stage of your life. What is the lifestyle that I want? It's not the lifestyle that I look at every now and then and the mind keeps changing as per somebody else's lifestyle. No. You have to decide your own lifestyle in the beginning of your career itself. Or the more earlier you do, as I said, the better it is. Don't keep pursuing, you can say, changing lifestyles just because somebody else is doing it. Never do that, because it's not going to give you happiness. It will just keep you in competition and keep you engaged. It is not going to give you happiness. It is going to keep you only engaged. Remember this. So if you want to truly live your life, you have to decide, no, I don't want a lavish car. I don't want a lavish home. I just want a warm, cozy home. I just want a simple car to benefit my, you can say, travels that I do in my city. So you have to decide on a lifestyle goal. Think about varied examples around you. You may have celebrities, you may have you can say businessmen, you may have your family members who live in a certain way, you may have relatives, you may have friends. In our childhood also, we often dream of a lifestyle. So try and remember those life goals that you had actually set in your mind and you really wish to pursue. So there could be people who don't want a very lavish lifestyle, but they may want to pursue a lot of hobbies. There could be people who want to have a very lavish lifestyle. That is their dream. I want to live like a celebrity. So that is what they want. It is not what somebody else wants them to do, or you could say, like, in other words, it is not something which they have entered a competitive environment and they're deciding upon. The competitive environment should not decide your goals in life. Remember this. That's very important. Third important thing is decide a budget for all the above wish list that you have. If you want to have a home in a small village, you say, I just want to do some agricultural activity and live a very peaceful life in a village, then yes, the life goal is very simple and you know how much you need as a budget. So very early in life, when we start turning inwards and understanding what we really want, you will simply have the answers very clear in your mind of what your heart really wants. What is your actual life goal? What you want to pursue in life? How you want to live your life? So for that, how much money you need will be a simple question to understand and ask and answer. Let's say now if you have reached a middle age, like you're above 40 now, answering this question would be even more simple, because you have gone through a lot of life phases and now it's very clear to you in your mind that what exactly you can you should be achieving ahead in your life. What are the dreams that you still feel that should be fulfilled, how you want to live your life ahead, and what would be the necessities for living that life. So how much money you need will be even more simple to understand, ask and answer at this age of which you call as a middle age. Take an example of the Indian situation. In India, if a person earns rupees 50,000 per month, he can survive easily well if he has a modest lifestyle. So if you want and you aim for only a modest lifestyle where you are going to live a little relaxed, you don't want too much of hard work and too much of money mindedness, then for a modest lifestyle 50,000 would be enough. This amount should be such that you earn without working by the end of 35 years of your age. So you have to keep a target right from the beginning, like when you start earning your first salary or you start earning profits from your business, you have to keep a target of keep investing in such a way that by the age of 35 or 40, you have already a fixed income of this amount, so that you can live peacefully even if you don't work. So this is something which is the bare minimum that you would require to survive. So at this age now, at the age of 35, you could slowly start reducing on your hard work. You could have a payoff from your investments in such a way that you don't have to fear your survival. I'm not saying you should stop working. I'm asking you, or rather I am just giving you an insight into this understanding that you can slowly shift your work style in such a way that it gives you more happiness rather than just working towards money. So maybe if you have a business, you could keep a fixed time period. Like earlier you may be working from 9 to 9. Now you could just work from maybe 10 to 5 and come back home and do whatever activity pleases you. So in this way you could reduce on the stress of your life. In this way you could actually start enjoying the simple things that probably give you more happiness, like spending time with your family members, spending time with your friends. So this is where these are the things that you're actually going to miss on in your life ahead. Now, this minimum amount that you need to earn, which you have just calculated yourself, is something which is actually the amount of money that you need. So you can answer this question, which seems to be quite complicated, but it is not so. When you decide on your lifestyle, you decide on what you want from life, answering this question becomes very simple. It could be a possibility in some cases that a person is very much enthusiastic about establishing business. So for him, earning 50,000 a month is not enough. He may say, I have an aim of earning 50 crore rupees per month. Well and good, then that is his dream of life and he should definitely go ahead and do the business and earn money. So what is your dream? What is your motive of life? What is your purpose of life? All these things, if you sit in a relaxed mode and try to understand, you will definitely get the answer as to how much money do I need. To answer this question of how much money do I need, I'll give you another trick. Imagine yourself that you're now 60 or 65 years old and probably you have very less time left in your life. And then you now look back upon your life and you start looking at all the things that you have done. Imagine what you would like to see at that point of time and feel happy that you lived a very fulfilling life. So this can give you an insight as to your goal of life, your things that you should do in life to give you a more fulfilling lifestyle. See, dreams and goals, ambitions and even relations may change with time. It's not something which is rigid and a watertight compartment, but most of the times we are quite clear within our own mind as to what we want from life. It's quite clear in the very early stages of our life itself. The only thing is you have to discover it. The more you turn inwards and you can say ask yourself a few questions every now and then, you will definitely find the answers. Everybody has it within themselves. It's not the same, of course, for everybody that what they will aim in life, what they want to do in life, but definitely you should understand that it is always there within yourself. Like if you see many celebrities, they were very clear that I want to reach the peak of acting, or I want to be a hero in cinema and this is my aim of life. Some of them had very clear goals that in life, that I don't want all this materialism in life. What gives me true happiness is social work. So look at so many you can say saintly people, or look at so many people who are doing charitable activities. They have realized this from within, that my goal of happiness, or rather the purpose or the thing that gives me happiness is not this, it is something else. So when you question yourself, when you ask yourself, the answer comes from within. So try discovering yourself in such a way, and then based on this you will definitely be able to answer how much money do you need. Remember, life has a very limited time frame. Most of our childhood days and early adulthood goes in education, in probably setting up our career path and starting with it. Then slowly we start establishing and earning the required money source, and we become more settled by the age of 30. Old age, after maybe 55 years of age or 60 years of age, it goes mostly in survival mode. Survival mode as in we are just taking each day as it comes, and it's more like a bonus each day for us, because we just want to keep a healthy life and maintain it in such a way that probably we don't face any health issues, we don't have any problems, and that is basically what I call as a survival mode. So the most golden period of your life is from your 30 to your 50 years of age, and if you spend this time period entirely in making money, I'm not saying don't make money, I'm saying entirely don't spend it on making money. Keep time for your passions, your happiness, your hobbies, your family, your friends, and every person who is important in your life. So appreciate things, live in more gratitude, and keep yourself more happy every day. That's the aim of Mind Wellness Every Day. And if you have any questions to ask or any guidance for that matter which I can be useful to you, then please do email me on mindwellnesseveryday@gmail.com. Hope to see you in the next video to create more happiness.